Hey guys, welcome to another Top Drives video, and today we're going to be looking at the Update 20 patch notes, and just maybe talking about some stuff that was said on the live. So of course the update is called the Asia Pacific Grand Prix, and it is Update 20. So it says embark on a voyage with our new season takeover, the Wayfinders. So when the summer vacation finishes now, that will be the Wayfinders, and that will probably give us like the season passes that give us a chance to get the new cars. So I would imagine that the update is going to drop very soon. I don't know whether it's going to drop before the Tri-Series final starts or whether it's going to be around Monday or Tuesday next week. But I'd imagine it's going to be very soon, certainly because they are basically announcing it all now. So season prize cards. Okay, so we know, I did announce earlier that the two prize cards had changed. So it is the Pagani, which will be RQ103 after the update, and it is going to be the Jesko Attack, which is also going to be RQ96 with a 300 top speed, 2.5 and 95, basically the track version of the Absolute. So two very tasty looking prize cards, but we know that they like to do that sort of thing with a new update. They like to give out big prize cards, and of course it does it does get you to buy the new packs, doesn't it? So collection series, we're going to have a new collection series, and it's going to be called the Unicorns. So basically, I'd guess it's going to be stuff like one-off cars, not maybe one-off cars, but very, very rare cars, just like the McLaren F1 there. Which we know there wasn't that many in production, and there's very, very little left in the world anyway. So Wayfinder flags, there will be our next one. And of course we'll get them exactly the same as we already do now. Asia Pacific Car Wave. So 366 new cars will be coming to the new update. That's a huge amount. Now we must have seen about 60 to 70 brand new cars, some of them being prize cars and stuff like that. So we are going to be getting 366 new cars, which now takes the total cars up to over 3,700 in the game. And this is some of their favourites. They're saying the Mitsubishi Mirage Cam Top, RQ25. That's a pretty cool looking little card, and 72 handling on a standard tyre car for uncommon. It is very good actually. And then you've got the Hyundai i20N. Now 85 handling on an RQ46. I did see some of the comments in the live saying, no, not for me. But actually, do you know what? I think that's going to be a nifty little car in the game. And this one, I did like the look of this. And now I think this is going to be the highest Bafori in the game. But if you think of that, it's going to be about 4 and 100 handling once that's maxed. If you can pull that one, that's if it's not a prize car, of course. So it says the full new car list will be available here on the day of the update's release. So we don't have that, but what we do have is the car corrections and stuff like that, which we'll go over. I mean, just pick out any sort of majorly important ones. So there's going to be a new store UX. Basically, it means that you can see here, if you look, there's special offers, new cars, collection series, live content, packs, currency and slots. So you'll be able to easily go through it how you want to. I wonder if there'll just be like consistent packs available in there. I don't know. That we will have to wait and see, of course. But it does look all right. and it will tell you how many's in stock, how long the offer's there for, etc., and what else you're going to get in it. Dockyard is a new environment which actually I think looks really cool. I do like new environments. It does bring a new aspect to the game. Nice tight little corners on that as well. So actually it looks quite a fun one. I really like the dirt ones that they've got going on at the minute, the dirt rally ones. The universal home button has been moved in order to prevent accidental clicks on other UI elements. Now for me, it's more the back button that needed to be moved away from the chat button. Basically, the one that takes you to either Discord or the one that takes you to KT Play, if that's still up. That one really needed to be moved, I think, more than the other one. Challenge UI update. So apparently there was a bit of feedback. Some people were not happy about the location of where the challenge bits are. So now it's going to be there in the bottom right hand corner. So there we go. That's moved on that. Now this is a big one. The track preview screen. So we all know that we've either relied on Mousetrap over the years, or we've relied on I think it's Foxy that does it in the main Discord server for top drives. But we've always relied on them throwing out the track sets for us. Hutch have actually built it in now, so that you can see what is what before you even go into the events. So there we go. High frames per second support. If you want to run a higher frames per second, you will be able to do that. But don't forget, it will probably burn your battery a little bit quicker as well if you're playing on a portable device, of course, either your phone or tablet. Obviously laptop or computer, PC, whatever you're playing on won't be as affected as much. Car corrections. So we're going to look at the car corrections in a minute. But let's have a quick look at the bug fixes. So they've fixed an issue where the red dots on challenges would display for events that you can't currently play. That's not happened for me, so I can't comment on that one. Fixed an issue where the fusion menu would not appear for players who have unlocked a duplicate legendary but have fewer than 3 epic or legendary cars in total. So my guess on that one is if you wanted to fuse a duplicate legendary, you had to unlock 3 epics for it to appear. So that, I'm guessing, will fix that. Fix an issue where in-app purchase would sometimes result in an error. Self-explanatory. Fixed an issue where cards would stutter or skip at the finishing line when holding down fast forward. That's not really a problem. Fixed an issue where text in some areas of the game would appear very small when the system language is set to Japanese. Again, nothing I've ever come across. Fixed an issue where the RQ filter in Garage display as a QC in English. And again, I've never seen that one, so that's something I can't really comment on. So that's it. That's all of the announced stuff. Now, Robin has also said in the Discord since that there's another little detail they needed to add. And basically it means that you can filter between road, concept and motorsport cars. That will also be part of the new system. So you will be able to filter cars by those 3 categories. So let me know what you think of that so far. Are you happy with this Asia Pacific Grand Prix? We know that there is I think there's 7 brands that have been kind of announced that we're going to have either new cars or updates on brands. Now we've seen Mitsubishi, Hyundai, Holden, Brabham, Bafori, that's 5 of them, Mazda, and one more that I can't think of. But yeah, we've had a good few cars shown and announced so far. So let's move on to car corrections. And I'm sorry it's going to be really kind of skinny on your screen. But we only really want to kind of skim over what sort of like ones that are really important. So some of them have just had name changes. The Arash prize cars had 1 extra handling. The Audi R10 TDI has had an extra handling put on it. The R18, which is the unreleased prize cars, had his handling taken up to 102. And the prize car, the R8 TDI Ultra, that has been slightly nerfed. Handling has been slightly increased, but the power has been reduced, and the 0 to 100 has been reduced also. The Audi S5 Sportsback, slightly slower on the 100. A lot of these are quite, low cars. And some of them have just had name changes. So let's just see if we can pick out anything really here that is really going to affect many players. What's that one? That's had its handling from 59 to 67. The Mustang 289. That's had a big increase on handling. Stop. Not really. I mean, some things have just had like, what's that one? The Gallardo Alpi 564 Spider 2nd gen has actually been nerfed 0 to 60 from 3.2 to 4 seconds. So that's not a nice one. Lancia Thalma Turbos had from 77 to 73. The Cosmo has had handling nerfed by 3 points, so I'd imagine that's going to drop. The big one is a big one here actually, and it's quite a low one. But it's standard. The Unos Roadster, which is the RQ33 standard tyre, little beast, I think, is now changing to performance tyres. It's having a big increase on 0 to 60, taking it to 7.9, but then it's being nerfed to 100 from 22.3 to 25.7. Sorry. So that's quite a hefty one. The BBR Turbo is having a small nerf as well to handling. The RX-7s, this is because of all the new Mazdas coming into the game. They're just slightly nerfing the old ones. Some of the Evos, one of the Evos there, the Evo 8 260 is going from 5.8 to 4.9 seconds, so that's a big increase for that one. The Evo 8, I'm sure that's the legendary, is slightly getting nerfed. The 206 Pike Peak, T16 Pikes Peak is having an increase in handling from 97 to 98. The HDI FAP is going up by 1 handling. Some of the Porsches, so these might benefit you. Increased top end acceleration on the Stratos version. The 911 GT3 RSR reduced top end, but the RSR 19.2 is having increased top end acceleration. The hybrid Evo, which has never been released in the game, is actually going from 102 to 104, so that's going to be like 114 or 115 maxed. That's going to be huge. The Rimac Nevera, if you're lucky enough to have that, you're going to actually get even stronger. The Subaru Impreza Group A, now that's quite disappointing, is getting a nerf on 0 to 60 time and 0 to 100 time from 3.9 to 4.2 and 7.9 to 8.5, so they are killing it a little bit. That would be a presumption that maybe in the future it could go down to Epic, as they are bringing in lots of new Japanese and Asian rally cars. The IDR is getting a slight boost to handling. The W12 Roadster and the Synchro are both getting concept tags, and they're just changing names as well. So that is some of the bigger changes, I feel. Let's have a look at the RQ changes. Now, I'm not going to look at these little tiny ones. There's really no point. There's nothing from what I've seen changing rarity. So just be aware of that. Nothing's changing rarity at all. The one I do want to have a look at is the Mazda, which is going from RQ30. No, it's not that one. I was going RQ33. Could be that one. Yeah, there's nothing really, like, I don't really want to mess around with these lower ones. It's only kind of like the massively important cars that are going to really make much of a difference to anyone. All these are just like 1 and 2 RQs, which, let's face it, well, we're in Ultra territory here. Let's have a look at Ultras. So, some of them are getting slightly knocked down to RQ50s. That's that. The Dodge Charger 3 is going from 53 to 50. The Bulldog's going from 53 to 50. They're just making some of them like less and less desirable, if you think about it. Is any of them actually going up? What's that one? That's the Opel Extremes going from 51 to 53. The Chrysler Atlantic, that's going up too. The Birdcage is going up. Let's just go and have a look at the 64s. They're the sort of ones that are really, 63s that are going up to 64. So from here, we've got the Xenos E10s going up to 64. The Subaru Impreza WRX, that's not really that interesting. Subarus are just boring. 306 Maxi is going up to 64. I knew that was going to change at some point. Some of them were going from 64 to 63. The Honda Pilot, the RDX, the X-Trail, all this kind of like four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive shite. The Jaguar, a couple of the Jags are going up. Mazda Cosmo, that's going down to RQ. The Nissan Prize car's going up. The 340R is going up to 62 as well. That one's taking a 3. That is the i4 eDrive 40. That's going up. The Giulietta TCR is going down too. That does surprise me. Yeah, the one that is going to interest me, actually, just one that I wanted to point out on the car corrections, is the Dodge Powerbox. So it's just here in the middle of your screen. Dodge Powerbox is actually going from all surface to off-road. So what does that do to it in RQ changes? I'd imagine it's going to go up quite a bit, to be fair, because we know off-road do get rated a lot higher. So the Super B's going up 1. I'm just trying to find the Dodge Power Box. There we go. So it's going from 56 to 63. That's taken a huge 7 RQ increase. Let's go and have a look at some of the epics. What's sort of like going down? We've got some 65s that are going up. And we've got a couple that are going down. We want to have a look at sort of like the bigger ones that are going down. So we've got 2 here at 70. The Miura SVJ and the Lotus Sprint 220 are both going down 2 RQs. We've got 2 here, -4 and -5. So we've got the Alfa Romeo 155 TS Super Tour, and I'm sure that is the prize car. That's going down by 4, and look at that, the Golf GTI TCR, that is going down by 5. And I have said previously, the TCR has been killed quite a bit. The Xenos E10S is going from 73 to 70, but the Lancer Evo 8 is going from 68 to 71, so that's interesting. There's another -5 here, actually. The Abarth Grand Punto is going from 76 to 71. I wonder if they've killed that. I didn't see it in the car corrections, though. Another couple of -5s here. So we've got the Renault Sport and the Nissan. Both the touring cars are losing 5 RQ. And the Audi prize car as well, that's losing 5 RQ, taking them back down to 73. Any others that are taking huge sort of drops or gains? So we've got quite a few here going from 78 to 75. The Lotus 211 Supercharged, the Caterham JPE, the Donkavort and the Hayabusa. Oh, bless me, sorry, sneezing. So they're all taking quite a big drop. What's that one there? That's getting a big gain. That is the GT40 race cars going from 73 to 77. And the Jaguar XJ220 is going from 76 to 78. So a couple of jumps up as well. Not many. Legendary wise, I can't stop sneezing. Quite a few dropping from 81 to 80. Just a lot of Bentleys. Rubbish sort of like lower end legendaries, which really are not really that interesting. The Ginetta G55 GT4 is taking a 4 drop from 84 to 80. I'm not sure if I've got that one. Another one taking the Subaru 4-wheel drive legendaries taking a drop. The Gallardo's taking a 3 drop. The Mercedes GT4 prize cars dropping 3 RQ. Oh, I thought that was a pretty pants prize car. Anyway, the Crossbow and the GT90. The GT90 is going down to 82. Wowzers. Okay, and I always thought the GT90 was a rather good sort of prize car. Let's have a look. What else? We've got a couple of -3s here. 87. So the M3 GTR and the 570S Spider. And both going down to 84s. We've got a -2 and a -3. The Lancia Monte Carlo Turbo and the 570S Coupe. They're both going down. Oh, we've got a -4 here. That is the Alpha Beast Blackbird. Wow, so that's only just been released. And it's going from 90 to 86. Cracking job. What else? We've got a -4 there. That is the Viper SRT 10 ACRX. That's going from 91 to 87. Another -4 there is the Audi A5 DTM. And the TPO is going from 90 to 88. There is an increase there in the Lykan Hypersport. I wonder if they fixed the MRA on that pile of trash. A couple of other big ones here, -4s and -3s. So we've got the Viper GTSR, that's going down by 4 from 93 to 89. The Cobra Jet, which has never been released. The Nissan Z GT500 dropping 3. And the Peugeot 205 T16 Pikes Peak's losing 1. Let's see, well, that's going up by 3. So we've got the Fenrir Supersport. Maybe that's getting a boost. -3 here on the 911 GT3 Cup. A couple of -3s here. The Mercedes, the McLaren, and the Ultima. The Agera and the Venom GT is taking a 3 nerf as well. Oh, a -5. So we've got the Koenigsegg Regeras going from 95 to 94. Is that just going to make it even more powerful than what it was? Good few 2s there going up. And then we've got a -5 from a 99 to a 95 is the Venom GT Spider. What is going on with that? That is an OP car as it is anyway. And for it to be knocked down by 4 RQ, does that mean they're going to give it a nerf? There was nothing on it there. Let's just keep going. A -2 -5s. The Esco Absolute and the G57 P2. Why is the Absolute going down? That is massively overpowered as well. The Ultima RS is going from 101 to 97. A couple of increases there. The 208 WRX, the Arash is going up. The Bugatti Chiron's going up. The Siesto Elemento's going up. The Pro Car is going down, and that's very disappointing because I felt the Pro Car needed to be even higher. I think the Pro Car is one of the best cars in the game. We've got a big jump here. What's this one? The Alfa Romeo is going up from 92 to 103. That's 11 RQ, unreleased prize car. The Suzuki XL7's going up by 4. The 918 Spider's also going up by 3, as is the Aviga up to 103. The Navera's going from 105 to 107. And the Audi R18, which is unreleased. Okay, so some really interesting ones there that you've really got to kind of ask why they're happening. Let me know what you think about that, guys. Interesting for me, at least. Can't wait for the update to come out now. So that just leaves me to say thank you very much for being here, guys. I know it's been a bit of a long-winded sort of video there. Have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world, and I will catch you next time for another Top Drives video. Take care. Bye-bye.